Yesterday, I caught about 10 minutes of this YouTube channel during a live they were having. I don't really watch the channel. I think the host tiene la sangre pesada, which means it's hard for me to like him. It actually translates literally to he has heavy blood. And so in Mexican culture, si tiene la sangre liviana, light blood, they're easy to like. And heavy blood being the opposite, right? So they get a caller who is upset at the cost of a fast food combo. Then he points the finger at the minimum wage for fast food workers rising to $20. The host seized on that and excitedly started yelling, "Who did that? Who did that? Was it Democrats or Republicans that did that? Who did that?" Knowing very well that it was Democrats. Gavin Newsom pushed for the minimum wage for fast food workers to go to $20. And so it was an opportunity for them to beat up on Gavin and Democrats because this man was suffering over the cost of a fast food combo. When I was little, before the minimum wage went up to $20 for them, fast food was out of our means. You know, my mom would buy a whole fryer, potatoes, carrots, celery, garlic, throw it all in there, make chicken soup. Then she'd make Spanish rice. We'd add it, throw a little bit of lemon, salsa, tortillas. Super good caldo de pollo. I would pay a lot of money for it today. I wish I could have it again. We'd eat that for 2 days. And once the vegetables were gone and there was only like the chicken carcass, she would scrape all the meat off of that. And the following day, we would have flautas for dinner. For you non-Spanish speakers, a flauta is a taquito. I think that's what they'd be called here, right? So we'd have chicken taquitos with beans and rice. Beans and rice, very cheap to buy, especially in bulk. They were staples for us. We wouldn't go to a fast food restaurant and complain about the price. You know, we'd grow our own vegetables. We do what we had to do to eat well, and fast food was a luxury. Now, I go to fast food a lot more than I should. When I'm in the drive-thru, I peek inside to see who's working. By and large, I see Mexican or Central American, Latina women who are in there working. And according to the Fast Food Workers Union, 80% of fast food workers are people of color, 60% being Latinos. So I see my people in there. I see people that remind me of my mom or my friends' moms, of our aunts when we were little. I little cousins, nieces, nephews. Most places I go are like that. If I go to the Black Hood, most of the people in there working are black. If I go to like Little Manila, Mac Road in 99, there's a Jollibee fast food place. They only sell fried chicken. Everyone in there is Filipino because that's the Filipino part. And I'm sure a lot of young white kids and even older adults work at fast food. The one thing they have in common is that they're all working for theirs. You know, there was a song, I think it was Mac Mall, Illegal Business. It's a tight song. But it starts or ends with this guy talking about, fuck, I look like working fast food, getting grease burns and shit. I'd rather rob the motherfucking McDonald's. Shit, I'd rather rob a bird's nest, eat the eggs. And that was kind of funny. But that's how fast food was seen, as the lowliest of jobs. And yet these people go and they do it. Sometimes they get treated bad by people in a bad mood who don't want to wait a long time in the drive-thru or something. They're always busy working. You know, they're not on YouTube panhandling, talking about their issues, hoping people donate money to them. They're putting on a funky uniform, going somewhere, and sometimes taking abuse from people. They work hard, and yet it's not enough for them to live. Sometimes I look at the women in there, and like I said, that they remind me of the Mexican moms I knew. Some of them have broken English. Some of them are Chicanos, Chicanas, what have you. They remind me of people's moms, and I think some of them probably have husbands that are also working really hard, and yet they're still struggling. These aren't folks laying around wanting a handout. They're going to jobs, again, that a lot of people in society would consider below them. Some of the YouTube Trump supporting raza who beat their chest all day about how much they're for the brown people, but support Trump and complain about this $20 raise. The purpose of this video, again, was to highlight who's behind that drive-through voice. It's 80% people of color, and even the white folks who are older, they're working. If you look at age demographic, if you're 29 and working there, it doesn't matter if you're white or black or brown, you're struggling. And you're trying to stand on your own 2 feet. That's who I see. Now, I've benefited from programs for at-risk youth. When I was a kid, we got food stamps. We got Medi-Cal. So I've benefited from the public's dime. And I'm in a better place now where I can go to fast food and not worry about I don't worry about the cost of gasoline. To be honest with you, I just had my car get its normal service. It's normal service. There's nothing wrong with it. And that costs more than most of the cars I've bought in my life. So if I have to pay more for a combo meal, and it's going to help all those people in there have a better shot at life, I'm cool with that. I hear raza YouTubers, Chicano YouTubers, I vote for Trump because I'm voting for my wallet. Well, then you're voting for yourself. I'm going to digress a little bit here because a lot of these folks who I see complaining about this $20 minimum wage are people who like to project an image of being successful businessmen. They're balling. And because of that, somehow Trump allows them to be bigger ballers. So they support Trump. When Trump came down the elevator, before he ran the first time, he said that Mexico is sending us their worst. There are apists, murderers, drug dealers, and some, I assume, are good people. If you were to take that quote, transcribe it as a passage, and put it on a test that rates your comprehension skills, I believe the most correct answer would be that he's implying most of us are bad. And saying, and some, I assume, are good people, means that most, that he knows most, are murderers, drug traffickers, human traffickers, thieves, killers, etc. So I don't understand how people reconcile, I'm for the raza, I'm for the raza, Chicano power, etc., etc. But they'll embrace a man who says most of us are bad. As mentioned, I spend most of my time calling out Democrats for racism, for being racist and how they vote, and it not aligning with their rhetoric. You won't see me out there campaigning for them. But at the same time, I'm not going to beat up on them for a policy change that I believe helps our people. And when I say our people, I don't necessarily just mean brown people, although they are the majority of fast food workers. I mean people coming from the same communities and struggles.